Hi Libras, welcome to Kayla Divine Channel, and on this video we're going to be looking at October's energy forecast for all twin flames, 144,000. We'll look at masculine and feminine energies. You can look at this as within, so without, it's just a reflection of you and it can manifest in the physical or not. In essence, this connection is about your relationship with God. And anchoring in heaven on earth and those light codes. So yeah, sounds like you're pretty focused on mission, Libra. So let's go ahead and look at the Divine Masculine's mental space. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, send me an email at KaylaDivineChannel@gmail.com. Five of Pentacles for Divine Masculine's mental space. And the Page of Swords. We're going to pull two cards for the mental space. Masculine, one more card please. Clarify the Five of Pentacles. Just to clarify the King. Clarify the Five of Pentacles. Okay, we have the King of Wands. Beautiful. And clarify Divine Feminine's Page of Swords. What is this Page of Swords about, Spirit? We have the Moon. This card's been coming up a lot in the feminine space. Alright, so in the masculine's mental space, he was feeling in the past left out in the cold, abandoned, rejected. A lot of these past relationship trauma, like wounds, have been coming up for the masculine in regards to being abandoned or left. So there's some self-sabotage patterns, which is an illusion, but we're just pointing at dimensional states of awareness, right? So Spirit is asking the Divine Masculine to step into his power and claim that throne, that crown, to remember your divine heritage, your royalty, you're a chosen one. And all of these patterns and thought forms around, love and sexuality, the Divine Masculine always knew that that wasn't what he wanted, like whatever it was that the world was telling him that he should be or have. He always knew that he was meant for something more deep and sacred, something special. And he's stepping into that role right now with the King of Wands energy coming through. So for the Divine Feminine's mental space for Libras, the Page of Swords with the Moon, honestly, like, this is kind of a denser energy, because like the Page of Swords, pages are messengers, right? And just look at this right here. Pages are messengers, swords are mental space. The moon represents the subconscious mind. So either she's holding secrets, because this is an immature energy, or she's revealing secrets to the masculine. He could be feeling left out in the cold because she's not including him in, her spiritual affairs. He really wants to feel included. They're not even facing each other right now either. So looks like they're more back to back, but the feminine's wishing that they were facing the moon together and being unified, really, in the source creative energy field where you can create heaven on earth, that Merkaba, that third energy. Some twins call it the beast because in essence it's like it can be used for chaos or it can be used for good. It can be expressed in all these different ways, but it's about learning how to master that. However you want to word it, however you want to look at it, it's about the intention behind the words of what I'm saying, because I can hear people's resistance. Obviously connected to all of you telepathically, and all these messages I'm speaking directly to you. Heart space of the Divine Masculine, Libra, month of October. Wow, look at that. Same exact card. Five of Pentacles. So Divine Masculine is feeling left out in the cold. He's feeling excluded. His inner child is definitely, like, his walls are up quite a bit in the month of October. So what Spirit's saying is that in the month of October, Divine Masculine, for you Libra, you're starting to realize and remember that you have always been liberated. And yes, you've heard this before, and yes, you know this, but it's the actual integration of that information. You can feel the difference when you actually have an inner knowing that that is true for you. So, heart space of Divine Feminine for Libras. Beautiful. We have the Sun, innocence. So Divine Feminine is very much in her purity. She's connecting to nature. She is shining that light. She's thinking about childlike wonder. She's thinking about actually the masculine as his inner child. So it seems as if the Divine Feminine is going to be speaking to the Divine Masculine's inner child. And nurturing that inner child to, like, kind of like lure it out so that the masculine lets down his guard. Because the feminine has such a gentle touch and gentle nature. That's exactly what the masculine needs for this month of October. And he can give that to himself also, you know. The sexual, sacred energy. But, I mean, we're here to experience love, right? We want to have that in another. So we look at the sexual energy because this is where the Kundalini energy is. This is where the energy of creation is, like right in your sacral. I mean, obviously it comes up through the heart and everything, but we do need to look at this because this is where all the old relationship templates are stored. So this will show us any distortions or what's going on or what you're creating through that energy, subconsciously or consciously. Alright, so we have the Three of Wands for the masculine and the Three of Cups for the feminine. So you guys are mirroring each other, which is beautiful. And it really just looks like the masculine is obsessed with the feminine. It looks like he only thinks about her. He only wants her. If there was any doubt or uncertainty within this connection, then this is your confirmation that, yes, this is your twin flame, the one that's on your mind. And if you need to work through any layers of distortions that keep coming up, you can book a session with me, KaylaDivineChannel at gmail.com, and we can, you know, do pricing according to whatever it is that you can do for it as an equal energy exchange. Spirit doesn't want me to do set prices right now, so for the energy exchange. Right now I'm just focused on helping the 144,000. So again, you know, this sexual sacred energy, he is just so in love with this feminine that it's overwhelming. I can see this masculine crying because he's so overwhelmed with the love that he has for this feminine. He never knew he could love someone that much. Some past life cards for Libra. Past life cards for Libras or cross watchers. Alright, communal living. So this definitely has to do with either moving in together, living together, unifying, creating a community together, leading a community together. Because every set of twin flames has a community that they're meant to lead. So we have Egypt. So you have timelines in Egypt, past lifetimes together in Egypt as the priest and high priestess. You were spiritual leaders together. And unrequited love. So there was timelines where you weren't allowed to be together. That's what those patterns may be coming up around that, like either hiding the connection, not expressing it, fear of expressing it, fear of exposing it. All of that comes from past life timelines or however you want to look at it. alternate timelines, since time is an illusion. Yeah. It's still real. It's a real experience. So you're bringing in some knowledge from a monk or a nun timeline, because you did take vows before you incarnated here to unify with your twin and to lead that community and anchor in that Christ consciousness, because you are the second coming of Christ. You are a chosen one. You took those vows before you came here, and now you're starting to remember that. Food and hunger, so there's some trauma around your spirituality and being like persecuted for it or being deprived because of it, not fed. But you're also starving for spiritual knowledge. So we have Atlantis and Egypt. Atlantis and Egypt came out in another reading. Honestly, I don't remember which one. But there's telepathic communication right here. This is about when ancient like technology, you could store data in like crystals, you could communicate telepathically, you could levitate, you could astral project, you could, move things with your mind with the Law of One. And actually Spirit had me grab these books right here, the Law of One material, recommended you read. So we're just going to open it randomly to one page. The most desired purpose of the mind-body-spirit complex was the freeing of all planetary entities from the darkness. Thus, it attempted to give to the planet the infinite energy of the planetary spirits for us enlightening and power. By freeing the planetary entities from darkness, precisely what do you mean? I am Ra. Most of the following answers was lost due... the core of the response, we spoke of freeing people from darkness in a literal sense. So, bringing the subconscious to light, and we were doing that in Egypt, and we were doing that in Atlantis, and we got reset a couple different times. But this is our last lifetime. So, this is it, guys. Lenormand messages, and then we'll close this baby out. Let me know if it resonates. These cards are on fire. Alright, we have the book, the fish, and the child. This child's been coming up a lot too. The book, the fish, the child. Fish represents Christ consciousness too. It's a really good omen. The book is definitely the Bible, and the child could be the sun. So, again, Christ consciousness, the embodiment of that, following the book, following the word, being like a child, being open to receiving the Heavenly Father. This is more of a religious reading, to be honest. I'm not really religious, but this feels super religious. Alright, that is all I have for you, Libras. If you enjoyed this reading, let me know. I love you all so much. Peace, much love, and namaste.